That's right, Guyana. This is your boy, straight out of Queens, New York, but don't get it twisted. I am a son of the soil. I am born Guyanese, and I'm happy to come back home. I will be rocking some of my favorite songs. You gotta be there. Songs like Who You Represent? Who You Represent? Who You Represent? Who You represent?
Papa's 31 girl, 31 girl, Papa's 31 girl.
We on that. We on that. We on that. On that gospel. Yeah, that's right. It's your boy Richie Righteous. I will be in the building at the You Are Not a Mistake concert November 5th, going down at the Sports Hall Tarmac. Hey, listen, man, we just want you to know that your life is not a mistake and God has purpose for you. Come one, come all. Bring everybody. It's going down. It's gonna be good. I will be there, me and my band, and we gonna turn up for Jesus, y'all. All right? And what I died for, don't you call a mistake. No.
You are not a mistake. A gospel event featuring Kester D, Richie Righteous,
I know that the work you're calling me to do is great.
Samuel Madas, and many others on Saturday, November 5th on the Sports Hall Tarmac at 18 hours 30 or 6:30 p.m. Admission $1,000. Tickets available at Andrew Supermarket, Caneville, Full Gospel Fellowship, Nigel Supermarket, Kester D Gospel Music Center, and local churches. Deputy Mayor Sharon Duncan will be hosting the event, and Dr. Astel Collins will be doing a youth empowerment speech. Don't miss out on You Are Not a Mistake on November 5th.
You have always trusted Kester D's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Kester D has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 Eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. For more information, call Kester D on 600-3991 today. Kester D's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
Get ready, Georgetown, Guyana, and save the date. Saturday, November 5th, 6:30 p.m. at the Sport Hall Tarmac. You are not a mistake. With special guest, the fireman himself, Kester D. Also featuring guests from the USA, Richie Righteous. From Barbados, The Warrior, along with Natoya Bell London, Major Joe B., Alan Petty Jr., Trevor Smith, and Out the Blocks Gospel Band. Tickets are $1,000, available at Kester D Gospel Music Center. Georgetown, Guyana, get ready. You are not a mistake. At the Sport Hall Tarmac, Saturday, November 5th, 6:30 p.m. Don't miss it.
Yo, Guyana, what up? This is your boy, Mr. Who You Represent. I'm excited, man, because I'm going to be there November 5th at the Sports Hall Tarmac. And I'm excited, man, because I'm coming back home. Lord has blessed me. I've done a lot of things here in New York, man, but this one is special. I'm coming back home. I'm a product of Guyana. I'm a son of the soil. I want to invite everybody, youth groups, churches, non-church, everybody to come on out. We're going to have a great big concert. The theme of the concert is You Are Not a Mistake. In a world that we live in, where there's always hopelessness being thrown at us, all types of stuff being told to us, I want Guyana to know that you are not a mistake. I know I'm not one. I'm going to be joined by a big lineup of Guyanese artists, and I'm excited, you know what I'm saying, to be there November 5th, Sports Hall Tarmac. You already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So Tarmac, already know what it is. I'm gonna be there, so should you. Yeah. Good night, Guyana. How you doing? Yeah, man, it's another night, yeah. This is day what? 14 into the countdown here. And I just want to say big thanks to each and every person that take time out to tune in whenever we're on. And for the kind words and all of that, you know. So I trust that you guys had a great work day. Hope your week was one well rested also. And so as we go through the paces tonight, you know, Monday night is a night where, you know, we just share more of the information pertaining to the event and all of that. And so we will have Mr. Trevor Smith come tomorrow night. And Wednesday night we will have the counselor, you know, Yeah, talk to us. All right, so tonight just I want to shed some light on some things. Uh, we know a lot of people concerned about security for the vehicles and all of that. But now, if you notice the um, Church Avenue is well lit around from Cultural Center way back to the Sports Commission. So we will be having our security house security guys in civilian clothing, and we have our way that we'll be dealing with looking over people's car. But however, still we want to caution persons: don't leave no valuables in your vehicle. All right, left your valuables at home. Yeah, but we will having our persons policing the entire stretch on both sides of the road where vehicles will be parked. So we know what to look out for, you know, and so we will be doing exactly that. All right, but you know, it's television. You can't give out too much details with security stuff. You got to be sensitive to those things. But we just want you to know that we have your interest at heart, and we are concerned as much as you are about your stuff. All right, so we're dealing with that. Okay, everybody know where the sports hall is on Church Avenue, Cultural Center. You get the, I think the archive something I can't remember center, NCN Sports Hall Tarmac. All right, and it's central. You catch South bus there. If you're going down to Tongue, or you're going to South, or you're going Campbellville, or you're going to Sophia, those buses right the same road there. See me? So it's not a hassle in terms of transportation when the event. You just walk off the road into the venue, you walk out to the venue on the road. It's that simple and easy. Taxis is going to be running, minibuses is going to be running. Because, you know, once they're event, these vehicles are always there. You know, because everybody got to eat at the end of the day. I understand what I'm saying. And so we're looking for 6:30 p.m. sharp as we advertise on our ads. And we encourage you to just get there early enough, you know, so that everybody, all the artists from the first artist hit the stage. There'll be the sounding applause and the encouragement to every person that touches the stage to do their bit, all right? And it's definitely going to be life-changing experience for you. We have a full, jam-packed program, lots of ministry. Dr. Collins, Richie Righteous, the Warrior. The Warrior will be arriving on the 1st. Richie Righteous will be arriving on the 3rd. And we have Major Joby as we speak. Those guys are in the band room doing their thing. Samuel Madas, Solid Youth, Latoya Bell London, yours truly, the Dominion Dancers. All right. Our host, Deputy Mayor of Georgetown, Mr. Sherrod Duncan. All right. So you don't know, in for a treat. Come the 5th at the Sports Hall Tarmac, the 5th of November. So not Saturday coming, the following Saturday. You right? It's the 5th, correct. And so brace yourself. Make sure you wear something comfortable, because the praise is gonna be yeah, just be comfortable. That's all I would say. Make sure you walk with a rag, walk with a flag. We'll be videoing this event and everything like that. So I know you want to see back yourself on TV. Say, oh, God, look me. You know, and the things there, you know. So I want to say thanks to all the churches and the youth groups that are showing interest in this event. To all the pastors who've embraced us and encouraging us and everything like that. Just want to say big thanks to you. Sister Denise Harris is a tower of strength and support to this event. I mentioned them last night, you know, but yeah, Sister Denise Harris, Pastor Simon Harris. Yeah, even if he got to say hi to the shop, you got to buy something, you know. He's that supportive. And I'm really, really thankful to all the persons that are embracing us. And it's Guyana time, man, you know what I mean? It's Guyana time. For those of you who feel that you got to get foreigners in order to be wanted or feel like you're worth something, I'm sorry for you. That's why this event is called You Are Not a Mistake. Because you don't need anyone else to make you feel complete or make you feel that that you're a better person. From God make you're complete. You understand? And you're a better person. So we want you to get that. So this is the kind of thing that we're pushing. All right? And we want you to understand who you are, whose you are. And yeah, that's what the thing is. But tonight, I want to get into, just before we get into our first break, let me take my time with this. I want to share a story with you, and then you're going to draw the conclusion at the end of it all. You could feel free to call and expand on it if you wish. All right? And it's about life and persons who have different agendas. Now, you're a man and you have a woman. Maybe you love this woman to death. You'll go to the ends of the earth. You hate to see when she suffers and all of that. But would you, in the name of money, sell the thing that you love in the name of love? Maybe it could be a woman, but in the story is in the case of a woman. But we could replace this in other areas, right? Maybe maybe a gift. Would you trade your gift for money over integrity or something of value that you claim to love over money, so that over betterment? Let's put betterment in the place of money, right? Over a better way of life and things like that. Would you trade something that you love for a better way of life and in the name of love? Would you? So this story is a young man met a young woman, fell in love with her. He don't know her background, nothing like that. He fell in love with this girl. The two of them, he a Christian brother, right? But remember the story I'm telling you. Because how the story goes, you're going to say, well, then why they live in home in the first place? Because the Bible do not recommend people, a man and a woman live home. It recommends marriage. But in this story, what I'm telling you, this young man, like the woman, they end up in the house. And just to create that scenario, right? He loved this woman, and he applied for jobs and getting a hard time. And he's watching at this girl, and he cannot provide for her the way he wanted to. So here is this man, now after he went for this job assignment, and he didn't get through. He's on the road walking, thinking, now what are you going to do? Beautiful young lady, everything. And this man pull up with this car. He don't know this man background. He don't know when this man came. This man just said, big man, where is it you going? Could I offer you a drop? He accept the drop. He's on the way, going to the supermarket. The big man who offered this guy the drop, offer him to go into the supermarket to get something. And so while they reach to the supermarket, the big man asks him if you like to have anything in the supermarket. And he replied, well, I ain't got no money. So the man said, all right, you don't got no money, but you take anything you want in the supermarket. So he's like, sharp. Man just know me. Offer me a ride. He come to buy something in the supermarket. Now he offering me to take anything I want. So he buy up things that the girl like, blah, 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 carry home. This story, this brother claimed that he loved this woman. This is the turning point of the story. The same man actually become friends. He invited him to his home, introduced him to the wife. But before that, you remember, you get the things from the supermarket that he carry home. And so the girl asks, yo, where you get this from? Because you know he ain't got no money. They're struggling as young people or whatever. So where you get all of this? How you get money for buying? He told her this man that he met and so on and so forth. And he offered him to, buy him these things. And so he invited the man over, and the man reached his wife and so on. So the man put a business proposal to him. So you got to get certain amount of money and go into this business. And when you turn over, you're going to make so much million fortnightly and things like that. And so you get excited, but he had to get a start. He had to get like $20 million to start this project. And this man is offering him. So this man putting in a spot whereas don't get no money, give you your business proposition, and there it is. In order for you to start this business off, you got to get a certain amount of money, and you don't even have collateral. The only thing you got really is the girl. You get why I follow the story very carefully, because these things is real life, and comes to test one's integrity and one's love they profess for another. Maybe it might be a faith in God, and somebody come and offer you, yeah, you're Christian, but nothing really going on for you at the time. You trust in God, but things slow. All you're seeing is beer fridge. Nothing going on, water there, nothing really for cooking. You're watching your children, you're watching your wife, nothing really happening. And the test, and then a man come and say, hey, I got this gig for you, but you ain't got nothing to do with God. Right? What you going to do by it? I give you a nice bright offer. So you're going to watch the offer. You're watching your family. But your wife strong enough to tell you, hey, I am here with you. You don't have to do nothing that you don't want to do. Whatever it takes, we work in this truth together. I am why you're going to involve yourself in things that are going to hurt you and hurt me in the long run and things like that. So I want to say kudos to women like that who's strong enough, and then again men who is strong like that, and then women that are weak, and then again men that is weak and women that is strong. So it's vice versa, the story goes. So here it is. One day the man come over to the house because he ain't got this money. The man says, so here what happened now? In the presence of his wife-to-be. If somebody offer you, this is the man question to the young man. If someone offer you $20 million, this is the money that he had to get to start this business that the man proposed to him. Right? So the man says, if somebody offer you $20 million in exchange for your wife, what would you do? He laughed. So, so the man said, all right, let me be more specific. If someone's offer you $20 million for one night with your woman, what would you do? Scratch your head, think. Now, from the time you go down the lane, Kev, you don't know, you contemplate the money over who you say you love. Because if you're serious, you would have said right away, you would have chased the man out your house, But from the time you start scratch your head and thing, and the wife, and the girl upon him, and she say, hell no, you won't do that. Don't even think about that. Let this man get out to the house. Blah. Anyhow, this story, he say you can think about it or whatever. So the man went away, and he and the girl, and big story. And the girl tell me, and he's sleeping, he wake up the girl in the middle of the night. I said, let me talk about this thing. It's just one night, I hate to see you suffer. And all them lines he bring in, trying for staff, trying for God for this big man. He's a big man. Go to the big man for one night. And then eventually, the girl cannot take it anymore. Go to your friend for advice. You get a friend. Friend said, but if you love this girl, you want to let this girl, you know what you're doing? The man say, me come for your counsel me, I come for your advice. So I don't know really what's the difference between the counseling and the friend and the advice. But what you want to hear is the friend tell you, bye, yes. You know what I mean? Talk to she for, get she for do this thing. So this man consult, and eventually the girl say, all right, if this is who you are, I can do it. But this don't come back for haunt you. And the thing. So the girl agreed to go with the big man for one night for the $20 million to start the business. So the man tell you when the girl think you're gonna wire this money to him. So the man stood to his word, wire the $20 million, the thing come up on the phone, ping, pick up the phone, he check. Excitement break loose. Yeah, 20 million. He excited to get started business. So the man set up the thing in such a way that He can't start any business, make it, kerfuffle the thing a little bit. So he went back to this man. This man come, carry the girl. So the girl come home back now. The girl say, I don't want to talk about this, what me and this man do. I don't want to talk about it. Whatever you and this man decide with whatever business, you and the man try there. I don't want nothing to do with it. So he dep on this girl now. You want to know what happened. Make sure you want to talk about what happened. And pressing and pressing and pressing. Go back to the friend for advice. Bam, bam, bam. Make a long story short. The man tell you, give he the $20 million and he going to use his license to conduct the business, to transact the business on his behalf. So what the man do with actual thing is take back the 20 million that he give you for the girl. Take it back. So the man said 2 weeks this thing will take forward. And so that the business could start rolling. So he telling the girl, now this is 3 weeks. This man tell me this is 2 weeks. This thing gonna take, this is the 3rd week and this man ain't answering the phone. He ain't thinking and nothing going on. And he worried. This is a turning point. You gotta be careful who you're getting involved with. Check out people's background. You don't know who is. You don't kind of pick up people and then living with people and all them things you don't know. A man stay up on the road just so. Half of you will drop off him for buy you all kind of thing in the supermarket and you don't have a clue who this man is or whatever. You don't question it. You just accepting the offer and you're going along with it. Nothing in this life, Even if you get it free, somebody else pay for it. You ever telling you? Even if you get it free, somebody else pay for that. So in totality, it ain't free. So here it is. The young lady was a multi-millionaire daughter, but she did play the role of a pauper. The man who offered him all these things is the girl father. Is the girl father. So they plan this thing. She telling her father how this man loves she more than he love himself. And the man is so rich. The man said, listen, you love your daughter more than anything. The man said, I don't want you in the hands of any and everybody because when I gone, this is enough wealth you got to deal with and I want to make sure when I gone, you're in the hands of somebody who really cares about you. And she telling her father, no, this man love me, this man love me, bad, this man love me. The man said, all right, let me test this thing. Because I ain't really falling for them words there. I like to see things for myself. So the man played a role. Test it. Roll up by it, and let me see what's going to happen. And that's the fold. The man see on the road, pull you in. Half year drop. Carry to the supermarket. Very well know he got money. He broke. Half year all these things. And he knows the man daughter. So he failed the test. Because he sold the woman for the 20 million because he want to, do the business, get money. And he said he do it for love. Now, I don't know what you would call something like that. You would call it love? A man come and offer you money and you tell you, hey, you gotta go night with the man. Anyway. Suppose now a man had, let me say, it wasn't the case whereas it was your father. And a man had some sickness. What happened there? How would you deal with something like that, my people on the outside? It's a beautiful story and it's a lesson learned because sometimes we see something and we take it for granted. Sometimes you have a gift and at the time things are not happening for you and then you just want to get out. You just want to be out there. You want to be a big businessman. You want to be a big singer. You want to be this and you want to be that. You want a big house. You want a big car. But you don't want to let it take its course. You're looking for a shortcut. You're looking for an easy way out. And eventually end up losing your whole blessing. You know what end up happening to him? When the girl decide, even knock the girl and half, tell she already happened because the girl, look, I ain't telling you what happened. Because after he failed the test, the father said, nah, at all. I can't leave you with this. I can't trust you with this man. So I can't trust this man with me estate and me money and all them things we're going to left with you. And with you, if he could sell you to me, what else he wouldn't do for money? Right? So when the God revealed the whole story to him, could have dropped dead. He begging for mercy and forgiveness. The man said, God will forgive you, but I won't. And you would not have my daughter tell your daughter, come on, let's go. Boom. The man said, you know what you would have get. And the man list all the things he would have get. He could have killed himself. And that's why, because he refused to wait. He rather have his wife to be up for one night stands in the name of $20 million to be a businessman. That's how the story is. So I don't know your situation tonight, but you know, I think it's a story that would teach each and every one of us a lesson as individuals. Not everything that come easy is right or freely is good. Sometimes it's good to go through a little situation. You don't know what God is making out of you with your pain. And I could tell you stories upon stories about things that I've been through and I'm still going through, and I'm still here, and I intend to sell out on the God that I serve. 24 years now I'm serving God. And the thing is nothing that will make me turn me back on God. No situation or no circumstances will cause that to happen. Because the God what I serve, he owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. You hear what I'm telling you? And if he owns that, if he provides for the fishes in the sea and the birds in the sky, and if I am his child, how much more will he do for me? But are you willing to give that God a try tonight to see him come true for you? I was looking at the television last night and I saw this local documentary with, I think it was filmed somewhere in one of these, probably Festival City or somewhere, you know, with things that people been through in relationships, you know, harsh penalties with spouse, what you call it, abuse, and all of these different things, and people hold out. If you could hold out for a man who abusing you like they're a woman who treat you in the manner in which they do, how you can't hold out for God who promised if you do this? Because God is a God of his word. We is the one who's fault all the time. We just go back on the things that we say. But God, if he said this, you bet your bottom dollar, is the. Yeah, you're saying. So I want to encourage you tonight that you're not a mistake. And you analyze the whole story that I just mentioned to you. You know, maybe open up the phone lines and let me hear how would you deal with such a situation. Put you in that brother place. What would you have done? That I would like to know tonight. So let's go to our first video break. And this is Solid Youth. He will be on the stage because you know you are not a mistake. Check it out.
You are not a You are not a mistake. A gospel event featuring Kester D, Richie.
Something about you that makes me wanna say, I will never stop praising you, and I will never stop, yes, loving you. I will never stop hailing you, and I will never stop, oh yes, never stop. 'Cause you're always there, always near, always care for me. And even though me no make it one time, you always keep me share for me. Me I wonder how you love me so, but not a one question what me no know. But your mercy and your grace leaves me amazed, and that's why me saying I will never stop praising you, and I will never stop, yes, loving you. I will never stop hailing you, and I will never stop, oh yes, never stop, yeah. How you make me feel so good inside, like the way that I should inside. No Nobody never make me feel this way before. Jesus Christ, you alone me adore. Jesus Christ, you alone are me cure. Make me jump up and dance on the floor. Dash me sins, wash me within, and you not remember what me do before. I will never stop praising you, and I will never stop. Yes, loving you. I will never stop hailing you, and I will never stop. Oh yes, never stop. Oh yeah. Something about you make me can't stop think about you. Maybe it's everything about you, but me can't stop sing about you. You are living in my dream, in my life. Father God, me want you see in any game me a play. You forget you on my team, cause me no want lose and me no want shame. I will never stop praising you, and I will never stop. Yes, loving you. I will never stop hailing you, and I will never stop. Oh yes, never stop. I will never stop praising you, and I will never stop. Yes, loving you. You've been so good to me, and I will never stop, never stop. Yeah, man, I don't know.
In you, man. Salute for you there, Guyanese to the bone, all the way from Bartica. And guess what? We already have a caller online. I want to say pleasant good night to my wonderful people out there. And this young lady is from West, and she would like to make a contribution to what was just discussed. So go right ahead, moms. Good night and welcome once again.
Yes, good night to you and welcome again.
Okay.
For myself and well, for me, I would not have given up or given in. But you know, everybody do things differently,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
But for me, I would have sit down and tried to look a situation first before I even made, or sit down and talk with her, because he did not do that. He tried to force her, because I watched the movie today. So I was laughing while she was carrying on. I said, well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a really good lesson for men to take, you know, they need to look at the picture and weigh it out for themselves, you know?
I want to say just men, I will say both men and women, because I mean it go both sides. I mean in this instance, the man was the one who was the weak one.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
It is like this. You know that a woman ain't gonna go put your man in the hands of another woman. For nothing.
For real?
Yes, she ain't gonna put you unless she don't love him.
What make you so sure?
Unless she don't love him.
Ah, okay.
She
So,
don't put him.
uh-huh.
But then, you know, men tend to take chances. Well, we all do. But men mostly tend to take chances because they want to come up.
But do we consider this man love, you know, he here to see how he the woman they punishing, you know? So he wanted to make a better life for her. So I don't know, you call it love?
Yeah, but then he had God in him. He had the sight of God in him. If he had thinking a little bit about God, he would have said, well, look now, I ain't going in this. We gonna come out somehow.
I hear you.
You understand?
I
Somehow
hear
we
you.
gonna come out. I am putting me. I was looking at the movie and I was telling my nephew about it far before the scene even come up.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I was vexed with him. Had a right to lose.
Yeah, wrong move, wrong move.
Had a right to lose.
That's why sometimes we need to be patient, because sometimes the counterfeit offer could come and then the real thing you miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, sis, thank you very much for your contribution, all right?
But the blessings has come differently sometimes.
I hear you.
And it make you want to question if it's the right thing you're doing.
No, but that was no blessing for straight. Because if a man telling you, man, yeah, we're going to sleep with this man for a night. There ain't no blessing in that.
But then, you ever watch the movie, they had a movie with this man trade his wife so for $1 million. They had a movie like that already, and even to the movie with the something with the fool and the money do part. It's a similar movie.
Similar movie.
Anyway, thank you.
All right, you're most welcome.
Bro.
Oh, man. I'll tell you. Yeah, this is a lesson learned for, I mean, every human being on the planet, y'all. You know, this will have no gender face. But in the, you know, the man come across as a weaker vessel in this instance, but you know, it goes vice versa. Vice versa. You know. So I just want to encourage you, but you know, I just thought I should share it and help us to understand not every offer that comes around is an offer that should be taken unless you go through it. You know, something they say, you find print, you get to find print, and you go through it to the fine teeth comb. And it also goes to say, you know, if you're not ready for a relationship, you're not ready for you know, stand the responsibility of having a woman, leave it alone. Leave it alone. You know, if you know you can, you could barely make it for hold yourself up. Much as you're going to bring a second party into it. It's suicide you're looking at there, you know what I mean? And, you know, suicide is no good. It's no good. So, basically go through your thing, get yourself on the right standing, and I get some women who deal with a man through thick and thin. And then when things start happening, then everything here why you start. When you're going through your struggle, you ain't see nobody, one body there with you. You're going through. As soon as you start making it so, then everybody start, yeah, bye. And then the person who there with you from scratch, you start, you know what I mean? Start pushing off. That's why I think it's Christopher Martin say, if you can't love me now, don't love me later. Yeah, you are not a mistake, man. You know what I mean? And I just want you to know that. So here what's going to happen. We're going to go right into, because time is really kicking away from us, and we get this video lined up and definitely want to drop it on you. So we go right into, I think I got my boy Rich. Last night, you know, the video cut, so I want you to catch it in its entirety. All right, let's see who's there. Carl, good evening to you.
Yes, this is the program.
Yes, yeah, you're not a mistake, bro. What's up? Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, I come to call about the same topic. Now, the Bible says, obedience is better than sacrifice.
Mm.
And the girl was just trying to advise him not to do so. And seeing that he so loved her, he was disobedient to her advice, and he went forth. He forced her to go forth, and he ended up being wrong. So you have to face the consequence. When you do obey God's word, you know what? Fire will burn you. That's my contribution as well.
Licks with many stripes.
Yeah.
I hear you, my buddy. I hear you. Thank you. Where you calling from?
These are penitents, man.
East of Pentos people. Good night, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, my buddy. Bless. Yeah. You can learn so much from that story. Trust me. You know what I mean? You know, go through it. Go through, process it. So by the time, you know, we go through Richie last night. We had Rich live up on the Skype here. A Safe TV, man, was something else. You know what I mean? And he called me after and said, boy, oh boy, Guyana ready for me, bro. Yeah, Guyana sure ready for you, son. Trust me. And, you know, Warrior also, when you hear these brothers' story, where God has brought them from. And I can remember I mentioned Major Joby. Major Joby was here. And that guy got a long history of God's goodness, you know. And from very early, he was investing in young talents. Just that it wasn't in a church setting, right? But the passion that the young man had and his heart was in the right place. But you see, God knows, you know. God knows. This one thing is can't do, love God. God knows the heart of every man. And it's just a matter of time before the lasso catch you. You know what I mean? Just a matter of time. Carl, good night to you.
Nice, sir.
Yes, man. How you doing?
That's good. Enjoying the program.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I think, where you calling from?
West.
West people. All right, good night. So you call for contribute on the ends?
Yeah, concerning the same movie today.
Yes.
Well, I think, you know, he made a big mistake.
A big mistake on the part of the man for?
Yeah, when he was convinced by the father,
Hmm.
you know, in selling his daughter, he didn't know that was what the man daughter.
Yeah.
Understand? I think he didn't really have a little God in him, so.
But this man had real God talk, bro.
Yeah, he had it. He had it.
And the old man knocked hard after the man said, bye. God forgive you, but I won't. You know,
He should have really considered because, you know what I mean, when you look at the whole situation, to me, he was frustrated because he wasn't having any job and he was really pressed by the devil. So, you know, we are man. Even God was tested to make stone into bread.
bread.
Almost give up. So, who is man to not be tested as well? You understand?
But that just goes to show a man, when a man don't have a job, and I mean he gets his family and he can't provide for them, it put him in a very compromising position, you know. So as much as we watch him movie and he say, well, you know, it's harsh what a brother try to do there. But at the end of the day, you know, is that he trying to make betterment, but just that in this case he using his wife. But that's real harsh, buddy. To put your wife to the blows for bring betterment to the family. Oh man, that I don't know, bro.
My thing was this, right? If he is so desperate, why he didn't put his spell?
But the man they want he. maybe if that is switched around the other way, might get a different outcome.
Yeah, if the man was after he, you know what I mean, in front of his wife, how would he deal with it?
You know,
Well, it's
me want to think about that.
good night then.
Yeah, my buddy, respect. But it's a movie for you learn a lot from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy, respect.
All right, enjoy it.
Yeah, you too. Oh man, this is my third time I'm trying to go to this video. All right, I tell you about Joe because I want y'all understand. This "you are not a mistake" thing is not just a thing, not just some words we put together, and trying to bring an event to you. But we look at circumstances and situations that people find themselves in, and things that different ones do. Some people even give up, and I purposely, I don't know, not by mistake I saw that today, but when I saw it, I say, God is saying something from this. People are going through real stuff in this country. A lady sent me a text. Well, I don't know if it's a lady or a man, because they ain't got no name, but whoever the person is, they said this movie that we're talking about, this story, is for them. I don't know if it's a male or a female, but they say it's for them. But you could take so much out of it, and you could put it in a situation and help yourself to not to make those mistakes, and how to, make certain, right judgments in the future when it comes to decision making and how you deal with circumstances when it comes to your family and all of these different things. You know what I mean? So just know that you're not a mistake, and you do investigative dating. You know what I mean? Check out the background of the individual that you're getting involved with. You understand? Had he did his homework, you would have known that that is the daughter of a very rich man. Yes, you would have. But that was a secret to him. How much things is a secret to you? How much things you don't know about your spouse or your spouse don't know about you? How much? So let's go to that video. Well, it's a live performance from Richie Righteous. He said, who you represent. And the question is tonight, you're not a mistake. You know why? Because of who you represent. Check this out.
Hey, get your shot of your dance, make some noise, move your. While you got a chance, make the kid got. Hey, listen, don't you know you? Don't you know you? Don't you know you? Don't you know you? Let me hear you say, oh, 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 oh. Say, hold on. How many of you represent God? So what if I were to ask a question like this? Who you represent? Who you represent? Who you represent? Who you represent? All right, hold it. Don't set it off yet. For those of you who came to a youth conference and expect young people to act old, it's not going to work tonight.
If you're a little seasoned in your walk, you want to keep the dance right here. Oh, come on, don't hate on me. God is using this music to reach somebody. Don't hate on me, come on. See, if that's, you know what I mean, if you got arthritis or whatever, believe God for healing. But if you're young, we don't want to keep it here. We want to take it all the way to who you. Now, let me warn you. If you are going to try to be cute and be the walls of Jericho, the wall is going to come down. If you're next to somebody that don't want to move, say, excuse me, I got to get mine on in this song right here. When I ask who you represent, see, y'all ain't moving. Trust me, you don't want to stand still. The brother last night talked about this rhythm. You want to move on this one. Can I give y'all a little bit of music? We go. Hey, get your shot of your dance, make some noise, move your. While you got a chance, make the kids got. Hey, listen, don't you know you? Don't you know you? Don't you know you? Don't you know you? Let me hear you say, oh, 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 oh. Say, hold on, hold on. How many of you represent God? So what if I were to ask a question like this? Who you represent? Who you represent? Who you represent? Who you represent? All right, hold it. Don't set it off yet. For those of you who came to a youth conference and expect young people to act old, it's not going to work tonight. If you're a little seasoned in your walk, you want to keep the dance right here. Oh, come on, don't hate on me. God is using this music to reach somebody. Don't hate on me, come on. See, if that's, you know what I mean, if you got arthritis or whatever, believe God for healing. But if you're young, we don't want to keep it here. We want to take it all the way to who you. Now, let me warn you. If you are going to try to be cute and be the walls of Jericho, the wall is going to come down. If you're next to somebody that don't want to move, say, excuse me, I got to get mine on in this song right here. When I ask who you represent, see, y'all ain't moving. Trust me, you don't want to stand still. The brother last night talked about this rhythm. You want to move on this one. Can I give y'all a little bit of music? We're going to move this way. We're going to try it out. You in the audience, move with me. Y'all ready? Let's go, Caesar.
Hey, yo, we represent.
Who you represent? 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 Who you represent?
Hey, yo, we represent.
Who you represent? 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 represent? You gotta keep a close eye on the people that you move with. Everybody nowadays is marching in the movement. Some ain't gon' like what I say in my songs. They march for the right to do what is the wrong. Abortion is a sin, homosex, sin. You're born that way, you could be born again. Sometimes I really wonder if this world is listening, 'cause we are not the same. I am a Christian. I read the Bible. Christ is what I'm into. It should show if he has a relationship with you. Take up your cross, deny yourself and follow me. If you are a man of God, you cannot watch pornography. Can't fornicate. Throw away the condoms. I don't care how much honey say she wants some. Even when they not looking, rep him to the core. Rep him in the public eyes at me. Everybody who you represent, 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 who you represent. I said we represent, we represent, we represent. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to start a riot, but I do believe the church has been too quiet. The world is busy marching, legalizing everything. What they really want to legalize is sin. Same-sex marriages. Let me just testify. When you legalize that, here comes the pedophile and the polygamist and the one who next you know you gonna have to legalize real coke. Induced birth abortion, anti-life, lawless society that's anti-Christ. He hates racism, he hates to see injustice. Question that I'm asking, where are the churches? They keep telling me, learn to tolerate. When I say what I believe, they tell me that it's hate. But I love all sinners, and I don't discriminate. When it comes to sin, I refuse to participate. Now who you represent? 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 We represent. We represent. Come into my classroom, grab a chair, please sit. A lot of things you think is cool, God ain't really pleased with. You think you get away with it, 'cause it's done in secret. But you fool yourself because he always, I've been bought with a price. Yes, I am loving it. God so loved the world, his only son hung for it on a cross. I am under his government. The rainbow's not a sign of gay pride, but of a covenant. This is not a hate speech. This is just a warning. What you call a lifestyle, God already called sin. This world is impatient, constantly racing. Switched up my style to bring it to your generation. You need salvation. You are so unaware. There's a God up above, and he really do care. But you built up a great wall around you like China. You're a perfect design. Who's your designer? Who you represent? 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 We gotta stop teaching these kids that God is just here to make you blow up. Let me help y'all out. Let me help y'all out. Want me to help y'all out? Here you go. Who you represent? 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 back. Turn around. Look at them in the audience. Turn around. Look at them. Look at them. Throw your hands up in the air. Ask them this question for me. Ask them this. Who you?
Who you represent? 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 Who you represent?
All right, all right, all right, all right. Everybody in the audience, ask them the same question. Who you?
Who you represent? 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 Who you represent?
You feel all this energy and you just gonna stand? Not even stand? I'm messing with you, I'm messing with you, don't feel pressure. Can I ask you a question? All you got to do is answer, you ain't got to get up or nothing, I know you working. Can we ask him a question? 1, 2, 3, who you?
Who you represent?
Who you represent? Yeah, my boy Rich right there working it, man. I'm telling you, those young people just lit, you know. And it just goes to show you that we're not serving a boring God, and we can have fun too in the body of Christ. And so, to all our young people out there, all the youth leaders, I just want to brace yourself for something awesome that is about to go down. You know, the band, Out of the Blocks band, is likely to working out. I had my first rehearsal on Friday, and it was like my grand rehearsal because these guys are on point with the sound, you know, and we're using the best that Guyana has to offer in terms of sound, and that's Travelers, Songs, and Light. Because I believe strongly, you know, I don't like to go to events where the sound cracking up and some wire shot, you know, then getting a feedback. It kills the vibes. And I mean, faith come by hearing the word of God, and I believe in good sound, you know. So that is one complaint. I don't ever get any event that I'm a part of in terms of promotion. I make sure that I don't have a song problem, you know. So, you know, you definitely, you know for sure that you won't be having any song problem with us on the 5th, you know. Everything is going to be on point. So get yourself together, get your friends together, get your groups together, and come on out and let's have a nice time, all right? Tomorrow night I would ask my boy Trevor to come in and let us continue our discussion from Thursday night. And on Wednesday I would ask the counselor, Malcolm Ferreira, to talk with us. Like I mentioned last evening, we'll be inviting 100 youths from the Albistown community to be a part of the You're Not a Mistake concert. Yes, we're investing in those youths. All right. So we make sure they're transported to and from. So Malcolm will be here to explain to us exactly how we plan on executing that. You know. And so to all the parents out there, it's good if you can come with your child and experience, see how your young people operates. You know. Not have to police them, but at least come and see how they get their praise on, and you get your praise on as well, you know what I mean? Tickets are available at Andrew Supermarket, right here in South, for those of you living in the South area, Andrew Supermarket. For those of you from the East Coast or the West Bank, or on the West Side, or on the East Bank, you can also, Nigel Supermarket, here on Rob Street, there, the Beverage Depot section. And you have Cassidy Gospel Music Center, which is situated on Charlotte Street between Alexander and Camp Streets. We have Echoes Assemblies of God Church. So for those of you living on the East Bank there, right, Echoes side, you can stop there and get your ticket. We have First Assemblies of God. Those of you living in the Wortmanville area, you can pick up your ticket there at First Assemblies of God. For those of you living on Caneville, you have Pastor Kwame Wilson there. Caneville Full Gospel have tickets. Some of the artists also have tickets that they're pushing. So these are the locations you can pick up your ticket from. And so far, everything is on point, and everything is going well with the event. And I would thank you. I would encourage you to continue praying for the smooth flow and execution of this event. I never really had any problem. Any event that I've promoted in the past, and I haven't seen any in this one either. You know, the Guyana Police Force will be there. We'll be having our own internal security arrangement also, especially to look over people's vehicles while they're having their praise on. We have others outside who will be manning, policing the thoroughfare there of Homestretch Avenue to make sure that persons' vehicles are not broken into and things like that. So the place is well lit. It's not dark like before it used to be. So let's kudos to the government for making sure they light up the whole Homestretch area there, you know what I mean? So the place light up and bright up nice. You understand me? So tell somebody about it, share it on your Facebook page. Bring out somebody, bring out your neighbor, you know, bring out a friend, bring out somebody you can guarantee that you will have a nice time. And again, I must forewarn you to make sure you wear something comfortable, because you don't see the whole event is a full high energy event. You know who you represent, you know, the fireman. I got my package put together for you that I will be delivering that night. When I'm done with you, you could take off your jersey and ring it, because this is how it's going to work. You understand me? You take me up on though. Especially my segment when I come out to give my praise on. I tell you, you're going to be wet. I have enough energy going to left for Richie when I done with you. Right? Then you get the warrior, the soca done in the gospel. Mashing up the Caribbean right now also, North America. The blood, you don't know. He's Guyanese and Guyanese doing big things right now in the US. You know, play with that. In the Caribbean, we're doing, but just that our Guyanese people here don't know, because we don't have that platform because we can show you, you know, where you can see what our people is doing. You know, maybe one program a week, 1 hour. By the time you talk to things, the time you don't watch, you watch. Me time up already here, so you understand me. So I'll be back with you tomorrow night from 8 to 9 right here on Safe TV. And I really do hope that what was said tonight helped in some way or the other. And we have to spread the word. That's what this is about, helping each other to be better individuals and as we move on in life, you know. So on that note, I want to say thank you very much. And remember to join me once again from 8 to 9 tomorrow night here on Safe TV. On behalf of Miss Adams, who's the technical person, and Kevin, who's the executive producer, I want to say thank you very much. And have a blessed rest of your night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You are not a mistake. A gospel event featuring Kester D, Richie Righteous,
That the work you're calling me to do is great.
Samuel Medas, and many others on Saturday, November 5th on the Sports Hall Tarmac at 18 hours 30 or 6:30 p.m. Admission $1,000. Tickets available at Andrew Supermarket, Caneville, Full Gospel Fellowship, Niger Supermarket, Kester D Gospel Music Center, and local churches. Deputy Mayor Sharon Duncan will be hosting the event, and Dr. Astel Collins will be doing a youth empowerment speech. Don't miss out on You Are Not a Mistake on November 5th.
You have always trusted Kester D's Gospel Music Center for the best in gospel CDs and DVDs. He has also been known as the best person to duplicate your CDs and DVDs. Download your favorite gospel music on memory cards, flash drives, smartphones, and other devices. Well, now, Kester D has moved to a bigger and better location at Lot 206 eastern half of Charlotte Street between Alexander and Cap Streets. For more information, call Kester D on 600-3991 today. Kester D's Gospel Music Center, the home of gospel music in Guyana.
Get ready, Georgetown, Guyana, and save the date. Saturday, November 5th, 6:30 p.m. at the Sport Hall Tarmac. You are not a mistake. With special guest, the fireman himself, Kester D. Also featuring guests from the USA, Richie Righteous. From Barbados, The Warrior, along with Natoya Bell London, Major Joe B, Alan Petty Jr., Trevor Smith, and Out the Blocks Gospel Band. Tickets are $1,000, available at Kester D Gospel Music Center. Georgetown, Guyana, get ready. You are not a mistake at the Sport Hall Tarmac, Saturday, November 5th, 6:30 p.m. Don't miss it.
Yo, 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 Guyana, Guyana, what up, what up? This is your boy, Mr. Who You Represent. I'm excited, man, because I'm going to be there November 5th at the Sports Hall Tarmac. And I'm excited, man, because I'm coming back home. The Lord has blessed me. I've done a lot of things here in New York, man, but this one is special. I'm coming back home. I'm a product of Guyana. I'm a son of the soil. I want to invite everybody, youth groups, churches, non-church, everybody to come on out. We're going to have a great big concert. The theme of the concert is You Are Not a Mistake. In a world that we live in where there's always hopelessness being thrown at us, all types of stuff being told to us, I want Guyana to know that you are not a mistake. I know I'm not one. I'm going to be joined by a big lineup of Guyanese artists, and I'm excited, you know what I'm saying, to be there November 5th, Sports Hall Tarmac. You already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.